So one of the great new things about Adobe Audition is the Essential Sound panel, and it's a set of presets, again, more in that template zone. Well, if I want to find my Essential Sound panel, let's say I don't know where it is, the first thing I need to do is come up here to Window, go to Workspace, and reset to the saved layout. Okay, that's going to just snap everything back to place, no matter where I've ended up if I've started dragging things around and I got a little confused. I see it over here on the right. There's my Essential Sound panel. I can drag this edge here to see it a little bit better. And it's got a couple of different audio types. And what we do is that if I select this voice that I have here in my host track, I would choose what type of audio is it. Is it ambient, sound effects, music, dialogue? It's dialogue. So I'm going to click that. And now I've selected this and made it, I've identified it as dialogue. And there's a handful of things in here that are useful. For the moment, the one thing to pay attention to would be this loudness one. It's got an option here that says auto match, and I'm just going to click auto match. And it's going to adjust this for me. It lowered it by minus 3.49 dB. And it did that because it ran a process on it and it decided that was the right setting for your level. Okay? It's about that simple. I don't need to worry about it after that. Now, if I deselect that and I just click back on any other track, I won't see any of those settings. I have to select the clip itself, and then I have my options here. If I click on this, it will minimize that. I could click here and open and see what's under each of these. For now, again, we don't need any of that, but that's really important. Okay, another really key thing here is working with music. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit so I can get my music bed track down here. And I have a clip that I'm going to drag in. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can see all of it here. Okay. Now, let me just play right here. Okay, I can hear this song. Okay, so if I click this, again, if I'm selected on this one, I've already told it it's dialogue. And if I select this one down here, which is music, I'm now going to click music. Okay, and it gives me a different set of features. The one thing that's worth noting here that you will absolutely need is this option here of duration. Now, duration is not checked, but if I click it, it will now give me some choices. One that is super handy is this ability to remix the audio. If I click remix, it's going to process for a minute. You'll see it doing it right now. And now it's added this little feature up here, and I can see this symbol up at the top here. And if I click that and drag, I can stretch my audio out. And I just made the track longer, but I didn't warp the sound. It decided that in these little sections right here, it could loop it perfectly. So if I go to this section where I see one of those little marks and I play it, it can play right through it. I'll go to the next one. Okay, it perfectly looped your audio. And so what that means is that if you really want your audio to last this entire track right here underneath, I gotta click and select in the spot here where this remix symbol is, and I can drag it all the way out. And it's going to do the whole thing, and now I have the entire track full, right? So, I auto-matched here on loudness. I can do the same here. It has a loudness option here. We'll work on leveling that in a minute to mix them together, but this is a really key feature. So that's in the Essential Sound panel.